Alright, it's Lou. I'm back with another video. This time around, I thought I would do a ranking of all the Tron movies, especially since I just did a review for the original and Tron Ares. I know I haven't done a review on Tron Legacy. It's on my to-do list. It's just, I have a lot to say about that movie because I love that film. It's one of the films I grew up watching. I just have to get my notes together and be ready to talk about that film. But a review for that will come. I'll probably do like a video about it maybe sometime this week. All I know is that it'll be my next video. I just want to do a quick ranking of all the movies and give a quick thoughts, at least on Legacy. As for Tron Ares and Tron, since I already have reviews on both of those films, I'm going to keep what I like and didn't like about those films pretty short and simple because I made videos about them. Oh, and I won't be including Tron Uprising because that's a TV show. But if I were to include it in this ranking, it would be in number 2. But without wasting any time, let's just get to number 3. In my last place, I got Tron Ares. Now, full disclosure, I really enjoyed that movie. I don't think it's bad at all. I thought it was fun. It was entertaining. It had some really good characters, or at least some decent characters. I think it had a really good lead. I actually liked Jared Leto as Ares. I liked Greta Lee in the film. I think the visuals are fantastic. They look wonderful. The story was pretty decent, even though it wasn't exactly what I expected. I think the score from Nine Inch Nails rocks, and it has some really good action. But again, the really big thing about this movie is the visuals. They're just beautiful, and this movie has a lot of beautiful shots. That's probably the biggest compliment I can give the film. But like I said, I'm not going to go too in depth because I actually do have a review on it. But the only reason it's at number 3 is because of its weak villains, in my opinion. I didn't like Dillinger. I didn't like Athena. Not that the actors did a bad job. It's just, there's not a lot of substance to them. And that's another complaint that I went in my review. This movie in general just doesn't have a lot of substance to it when it comes to its themes. But as a popcorn movie, it's really entertaining. I like Tron Ares, honestly. It was really enjoyable, in my opinion. Not as good as the other 2 movies above it, but still an enjoyable watch. All right, and at my number 2, I got the original Tron. Like I said, I'm not gonna go too in depth because I did a review on this. The biggest reason why I have this over Tron Ares is because of how revolutionary it is and because of how impactful it was to cinema. Because I think the characters are more or less the same. They're pretty comparable. I like Flynn in the movie. I think he's really good. I do like Tron. I think he is a decent protagonist. It's just Flynn is better. The visuals, while dated, still are impressive for what they were able to do back then. And I guess this movie also just kind of has the same problems as Tron Ares, is that, the villains just are kind of weak. I just can't decide which ones are worse. But not really much to say. I really like the original Tron. Like I said, the only reason why I have it over Tron Ares is because it's more revolutionary, and it's because it's the original, and it just had a more impact. It had more of an impact on cinema and how movies are done. So I have a lot of respect for the original Tron. I think it is genuinely a good movie. Is it objectively better than Tron Ares? I don't know, maybe. But I think it's more impactful. So that's probably the biggest reason why I have the original one over Tron. But I think they're kind of interchangeable. But for now, I'll have the original Tron over Tron Ares, and I don't think that's gonna change. All right, and my number 1, I got Tron Legacy. Now, I'm not gonna go too in depth in this because I actually do want to do a full review on this sometime this week, if not the following week. But the reason I have Tron Legacy at number 1 is because I grew up watching this movie a lot, and I think it is really good. It's one of Disney's most underrated films, in my opinion. I love the story. I love the characters. Yes, even Sam. I actually think Sam is a good character, in my opinion. The standouts, though, are definitely Cora, Jeff Bridges as Clue, and Kevin. I think they are the best characters. I love the underlining themes about this movie, whether it be its religious themes or its father and son story that is trying to tell in this film. I just think that's the best part about the movie. The father and son story is just honestly really beautiful. It got me quite emotional a couple times watching this film, especially towards the end and the ending in general. I just think it's really well done. It's about a father and son just trying to reconnect after so long. I think the visuals are fantastic. The action scenes are great. The light cycle scene is absolutely awesome. I love it. And of course, the score from Daft Punk. It's just iconic. It's probably the biggest reason why, even if you don't like this movie, you love the soundtrack. Like, everyone remembers the soundtrack from Daft Punk. It's absolutely stellar. But yeah, I love Tron Legacy. Like I said, I'm not gonna get too in depth on why I love it. One final thing I could say is that I love Clue. I think he's one of Disney's best villains. I think he is pretty well written, and I think his motivations definitely horrible, but it's complex. Like, there's more to him, and I feel like he does have some depth, in my opinion. Even though, yes, he is a pretty bad person, but there's a reason why, and it's kind of tragic when you think about it. But the only complaints I got is that the de-aging looks off, especially for Kevin Flynn when he's younger. It just doesn't work, but it works for Clue. And I feel like they don't use enough of Bruce Boxletter in this movie, unfortunately. He's not really in this movie that much, and I wish he was, because, his character's name is in the title. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Like I said, I'm not going to go ramble too much, because I will do a full depth review on this movie, on why I love it so much. But just know that it's my number one. I love Tron Legacy. I think it's a great movie. It's one of my childhood movies, and I absolutely love it. And I hope John Aries does well in the box office, so that way we can get another Tron movie. But we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's it for me.